We are now coming, ladies and gentlemen, to another of the interesting landmarks of the City of London. And these imposing stone buildings are New Scotland Yard, where day and night the guardians of London's law and order keep their sleepless vigils.
I thought you might be interested in this, Colonel Nielsen.
Huh? U.C. Drummond, former captain in His Majesty's Royal Air Force, will marry Miss Phyllis Clavering, niece of Mrs. Blanche Clavering, in Geneva, Switzerland on Thursday next. Greer, that young man has caused me more headaches than any man alive. It's a pity, too. He means so well.
You're probably glad he's in Switzerland, sir.
He'd only stay there. I'll try and do my work for me. By the way, I want to send a wedding present to Captain Drummond. A book.
A book, sir?
And on second thoughts, I think I'll make it 2 books. One for Drummond and one for Miss Clavering.
What address, sir?
Tenny, don't you think my yodeling's improving?
I really couldn't say so.
Maybe he's right, Phyllis. What's this, more loot?
Still coming in, sir.
Darling, we must get married again and again and again.
And again and again.
Entschuldigen Sie.
Well, now it's all right, Herr Detective.
Ist die Braut, sie ist die Brauten.
Na ja, dann ist ja alles in Ordnung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, who sent that?
The Bulldog Drummond with felicitations of the Drones Club.
Now, what do you say it is, Tenny?
Eros, the Greek god of love, sir.
Why, Tenny?
Research work, miss. Crossword puzzles.
Have you any suggestions, Tenny?
Oh, I think it deserves to meet with an accident, sir.
A colossal idea.
I rather like it, sir.
Hello, there's something else from Colonel Nielsen. How to grow tobacco in Rhodesia and like it. That's a funny book to give us.
I beg your pardon, sir. That's meant for you individually. Colonel Nielsen sent the other one for Miss Clavering.
Travels with a donkey. To be read on the honeymoon.
Very funny, sir.
We won't need you till dinner time, Tenny.
Who will look after the wedding presents?
Well, the Herr Detective will watch them.
And who'll watch the detective, sir?
Come on, darling.
Oh, Tenny, have you seen my Aunt Blanche?
She's outside with Sir Raymond Blantyre.
Got it.
Oh, that's fine. Now it's your turn. There. Oh, my nephew-niece. That is, my niece and my nephew-to-be. He isn't really my nephew yet, you understand. Children, I want you to meet one of my oldest and dearest friends. He's the head of a huge diamond syndicate. Sir Raymond... Sir Raymond...
Sir Raymond Blantyre.
Oh, yes, of course. Sir Raymond Drummond, this is Bulldog Clavering. This, Miss Blantyre, this is Phyllis.
Packages for Captain Drummond.
Here. More loot, darling. Thank you.
Oh, well, this must be valuable. Look at all the insurance stamps.
That's from Gwen and Elsie.
Oh, lovely, isn't it?
Where did that come from?
From Gwen Longworth. What does she say, Hugh?
Dear Hugh and Phyllis, look what Daddy just made in his laboratory.
Oh, I thought it was real.
Her father made this?
You mustn't tell anybody who made it because it's a secret. Because it... This is my wedding gift. Silly old Elsie has something else, but he's bringing it in person because they won't let him ship it. Don't get married until we get there, Gwen.
Now, what in the world do you suppose it could be?
You've a perfect right to be alone for a minute or two.
Well, not if Aunt Blanche knows anything about it. You happy, darling?
Of course I am.
Why, of course.
Well, because you're you, I suppose.
And is that the only reason?
Well, because we're together and you've given up all those crazy, reckless adventures just to settle down with me.
Yes, dear, that's right.
You promised. Don't forget
No,
that.
I won't forget. You may consider me settled down.
And after the honeymoon, we'll buy a house in the country and have a big garden and...
And the Drummond hollyhocks will be famous in every flower show in England.
You're not serious.
I'm serious about you.
You'd better be. I won't have my affections tampered with.
Cook calls these the spice of love, miss. Would you like one?
What do you think, Kenny?
Well, I hardly think it's necessary in your case, miss. Dinner is about to be announced.
Come on, I'm famished.
Where have you been, Roberts? I've been trying to find you all the afternoon.
Well, I only just got your message.
I've just seen an artificial diamond that looked absolutely real to me.
Where is it?
In there, among the wedding presents. We must get hold of it at any cost and submit it to all possible tests.
Well, I'll do my best.
Sir Raymond. Oh, Sir Raymond, you're neglecting me shamefully.
I'm sorry, I'm sure. Excuse me, will you?
I wanted you to see the rest of you.
Dinner is served.
Oh, come, Sir Raymond. Come, children. Oh, the doorbell. Some more presents, I know. See who it is, Tenny.
Here we are.
Hello, hello, hello.
Wendy and Ellen.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Mr. and Mrs. Algernon Longworth. And Animal. There we are, look at him. Isn't he terrific? No home is complete without one.
What a beautiful, crazy wedding present. Did you get the other package I sent? Oh, yes, dear. It was so sweet of you. But, darling. Oh, come on. I can't wait to show you the rest of the presents. Here you are, Tenny. Hugh calls them the loot.
They're all right here. We'll show them to you.
Now,
Lovely girl.
Oh, some of them are perfectly
this
lovely.
is from Mr.
I've there was a little
Osberry.
package.
What, Hughie?
A well-deserved fate, sir.
Now, Kenny, I'm beginning to like that bird.
Oh, this is from Hugh's aunt, and... Hugh, it's gone.
Oh, what's gone?
Well, that diamond, that gorgeous glass diamond that Gwenny sent me.
Couldn't be.
But it wasn't glass, Phyllis. What?
It wasn't, I tell you. Daddy made it in his laboratory. It's a real honest-to-goodness diamond.
Absolutely, on my word of honor. Professor Goodman can take a couple of shillings worth of foul-smelling chemicals, and out comes a diamond as big as a plum. It's unnatural, of course, but it's real.
Hector, he's dead.
Dead. Merciful heavens. Paulette! Oh!
Get a doctor, somebody.
Call the police.
The police! Oh, Sir Raymond! Where's Sir Raymond? Somebody get
Yes, darling.
I'll
Can you
get
go
him
get
in.
him?
But I am telling you what happened. We came popping into the room. Everything was strictly top hole, when bingo. The jolly old birds tumbled right on the poor fellow, yeah. Cold as a cucumber he was, conked right on the visa. And, what? Why don't I speak English? I say, listen, officer, this is no time for joking. We have a gory corpse lying on the floor in here.
Here, let me have that. Where am
I regret to inform you, madam, Sir Raymond has gone.
Gone? Oh, I never heard of such a thing.
Well, perhaps he stepped out for a walk or something.
In a way, he has, miss.
What's that, Tenny?
Sir Raymond and his secretary, Mr. Roberts, have left for London, sir.
London? Quick, look up the trains.
I know them, sir.
What's the next through train?
The next through train has just left, sir.
Get my car ready.
Very good, sir.
It's all right. The police have left.
The police! Oh, I can't believe Sir Raymond would rush away like that without even leaving a note for me. Oh!
Hugh, where are you going?
After Sir Raymond, he's got the diamond.
Do you know who Sir Raymond is? Why, he's the head of the Metropolitan Diamond Syndicate.
Yes, I know. But...
And if you think that a man of his wealth and position would stoop to stealing an imitation diamond...
But it's the same as a real one.
This artificial diamond may ruin an industry and send Sir Raymond and his stockholders to the poorhouse.
You mean my diamond stocks might go down?
Well, if they can make diamonds cheaply in a laboratory, they'll be as worthless as pebbles. And Sir Raymond knows that.
Oh, what do you think he'll do?
Well, he's off to a good start with a murder. I'll be back soon, darling.
Hugh?
Oh.
Hugh, you can't go now, not almost on our wedding day. The police will do what has to be done.
I'll be back very soon, and Algy will take care of everything.
Oh, of course, I'll attend to the police when they get here, but what do I do exactly?
You understand, dear?
Hugh Drummond, if you go now, you needn't come back again, ever.
But I must go.
All right, then, go. Play cops and robbers all your life. I never want to see you again. I hope you...
There's Tenny. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Algy, run and catch him. See that he wears this and he keeps warm and dry and that nothing happens to him.
Are you coming, Mr. Longworth?
You're sure you don't mind my pet?
Oh, what good will it do me?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, what'll we do? Oh.
We're a railway guide, Roberts.
Yes. Why, what are you going to do?
I'm merely taking an obvious precaution.
Precaution? Oh, against customs.
You better cable ahead of the next stop. Arrange an emergency meeting of the syndicate at my house in London. Let me have the diamond.
Tenny, you better stay here and look after the car.
I'd rather look after you, sir.
Good idea, Tenny.
I'd rather like it, sir.
Watch it! Now to breeze in on Sir Raymond, huh?
We'll break in on with the dawn, my friend. The hour when dead men walk and sick men die.
Oh, please.
Besides, I've got to figure out how to get him away from his compartment so that you can search it, Algy.
Right-ho.
Will you tell Mr. Drummond I wish to speak to him?
Sir Raymond Blanford to see you, sir.
Ah, ask him to come in.
Will you please come in? No, I'd rather see him in the vestibule.
He says he'd rather see you in the vestibule, sir.
That's very kind of him. Now's your chance, Algy.
You wait here, Tenny. I'll take a look at Blanford's compartment.
Sir Raymond?
Yes, I saw you come aboard, Drummond. Is anything wrong?
What do you think?
I don't understand. What made you change your plans about the wedding?
Little matter of a theft of a diamond.
Yes.
And a murder.
Murder? Drummond, you're wasting your time. Can't involve me. I know nothing whatever about the murder of that detective.
And the theft of the diamond?
Do you imagine anyone will find it in my possession?
No, you wouldn't be so careless, would you?
Take my advice, my young friend. Go back to Geneva.
On the contrary, Sir Raymond, I shall accompany you to London. With a police escort, if it can be arranged.
Roberts,
Well, what happened?
you never told me that detective was killed.
Killed? He must have had a skull as thin as paper.
I've told you before,
You
Robert.
told me to get the diamond at any cost.
Halsey, what'd you find?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought as much.
What are we going to do now?
The cable, Colonel Nielsen, we've got the man.
Where?
Cablegram from Captain Drummond, sir.
Put it down. Who'd you say?
Captain Drummond, sir.
Oh. Thanking me for the presents, I suppose. Please ask French authorities to arrest Sir Raymond Blantyre, London Express, Hugh Drummond. So that's his answer to my little joke with the books. I've never seen anything so transparent in my life. Not so funny, Greer.
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
You will, you will. And so will Captain Drummond. Arrest Sir Raymond Blantyre. Take a cablegram.
Whoa, Tenny!
Tenny, what's happened?
We've stopped at a station, sir.
Telegram for Captain Drummond.
Ah, good old Nielsen. That's probably his answer to my cablegram.
Good old Nielsen. He never fails.
Impossible grant your request, but will arrest Santa Claus and Snow White if you demand it. Nielsen. Well, that's that.
Looks as though we'll have to give up then.
Is that your opinion, Tenny?
It's just occurred to me, sir. If we have another shot at finding that diamond and find it, the French police are bound to take notice of that, sir.
But I searched with a fine-tooth comb.
Tenny's right. We've got to have a showdown right now.
I think they've gone.
They can't have gone far. Quick, Tenny, get the bags. Is there an airport around here?
Yes, sir. Quite a small one.
Well, that's where they went then. Tenny, get a taxi.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here I am.
Taxi! Taxi me... Taxi... What you?
We've got to get to London.
Oh, monsieur, it's impossible.
You keep planes for Charlotte, don't you?
We do, monsieur, but our last one was just hired. Two English gentlemen in a great hurry to get to London.
I'll pay you 10,000 francs for the use of a fast three-seater.
Have you a French license?
Oh, no, but can't you think of a man who might do it?
There is one. Over there, Raoul.
Calling Croydon, air taxi F, XOYU. Calling Croydon, I'm within your radio beam. Can you give me my position? Give me my position. Give me my radio bearing.
Croydon calling French air taxi FXOYU. Croydon calling French air taxi FXOYU. Ceiling here 0. Ceiling absolutely 0. Turn back to Le Bourget. FXOYU.
Ceiling or not, I'm coming down. Give me a radio bearing. Come on, Innes. I know you, and I've landed blind before. This is Drummond speaking. Will you give me that bearing? Who says I can't? You crazy man, turn on your lights. I'm coming down.
Suggest you hold Blantyre until I arrive by plane. Hugh Drummond.
Greer, at Croydon Airport right away.
This is Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard cutting in on Croydon wavelength. Police calling air taxi FXOYU. This is an official order. An official order. Do not attempt to land. Landing permission refused. Return at once across channel.
I am coming down. We'll land here.
What is it?
Professor Goodman is expecting me. I'm Sir Raymond Blantyre of the Metropolitan Diamond Syndicate. Mr. Steiner made the appointment for me.
Oh, yes, sir. But he didn't say there'd be anyone with you.
Oh, Mr. Roberts is my associate.
Oh, very good, sir.
This is a matter of utmost delicacy.
Very interesting.
Oh, would you care to read my notes?
You know, sometimes even I can't read my own writing. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, I could probably make these diamonds for $1 shilling each. Now, if you put these on, gentlemen, please.
Is there any danger?
Danger? Oh, I see you refer to my wall. Well, before I learned how to cool diamonds quickly, a small stone exploded. Sometimes they explode even now. However, I have, I think, eliminated that possibility. Now, gentlemen, are you ready? Stand back. Gentlemen, you have been present at the birth of a diamond. Now, after a few seconds cooling, you shall see your stone. There, gentlemen, is your diamond.
Oh, that isn't a diamond.
Perfect. About 15 carat.
Oh, size makes no difference. If I had larger equipment, like Dr. Petulian's...
Petulian?
Yes, Petulian, the American scientist. I could make diamonds as large as ostrich eggs.
Well, then why don't you?
Because Petulian is my rival, and I don't want him to know yet what I've done.
Professor, my colleagues and I will pay you £50,000 for the exclusive control of your process.
A bad bargain, gentlemen. After a few weeks, my process will be free to everyone.
If you publish this formula, the most precious jewels in the world will be worth no more than pebbles.
Yes, but diamonds will still be beautiful.
Yeah, what woman will want to wear diamonds then?
We are ready to pay you £50,000 to destroy your notes, to suppress your secret.
I am only interested in being the first man to make a perfect large diamond.
Well, name your figure. Anything up to £500,000.
That means power, security, leisure.
But I have all that I want.
Do you mean to say that you value your name on a scientific paper more than £500,000 in cash?
Yes, yes. That's exactly the case.
We ask that you consider the matter for a day or two.
Gentlemen, my decision is final.
This is more serious than you think, Professor.
Yes, business is serious, but I...
This is serious yourself. My associates must protect their investments in one way or another. And while you're thinking it over, I suggest that you refrain from making more diamonds. Good morning.
I'm in time, Sir Raymond.
Good morning, Captain Drummond. Nice to see you again. And your friend, too. Permit me to return your property.
And you searched his compartment?
A book's no place to hide a diamond.
The trouble is, Sir Raymond didn't know that.
Oh. Stupid of him, wasn't it? Oh, it's you, Drummond. An LJ.
So Sir Raymond threatened you?
Definitely. What do you suggest that I do?
You sell your formula?
I will not. Why don't you take a trip and miss the Royal Society meeting? From these notes, I'm preparing a paper that will make my name ring round the world.
It isn't safe for you to walk about the streets of London with those notes in your pocket. Now, why don't let me keep them for you in my safe deposit box?
No, thank you, Captain Drummond. I'll not be intimidated by anybody. The colossal impudence of them. Stop making diamonds. I will not stop. I'll make a bigger diamond than the Kohinoor, or even the Cullinan. I'll make the biggest diamond in the world.
Dr. Petunia's laboratory. But he's very busy. Yes. Doctor, it's Professor Goodman.
Professor Goodman? Well, I don't see why he should call me. Yes? Yes, how are you, Professor? Fine. What? You've made a 15-carat diamond. Well, fine work, Professor. Congratulations. Yes, I understand. Well, no, not at the present time. I'll be glad to let you use my equipment. Yes, what time? Very well, I'll bring the equipment over to you at 9 o'clock tonight. Yes. Goodbye.
You can't do that, Captain Drummond.
Tell the commissioner it's urgent.
I've already given him that message.
Tell him it won't take 5 minutes.
He says it won't take 5 minutes, sir.
I thought I told you not to land in England.
No, Colonel, you told me not to land at Croydon, and I obeyed you to the letter. I landed at Basingstoke.
Drummond, will you please go away?
You don't want me to pull out when I know a man's going to be murdered?
You always have to interfere. Who's going to be murdered?
Professor Bernard Goodman, number 24, St. Laban's Road.
And who's going to do the
I
job?
can tell you that, too, Sir Raymond Blantyre. I don't see what's so funny.
Come with me, my dear fellow. Come with me. Sir Raymond, this impetuous young man has just warned me you were about to murder Professor Goodman.
Really?
Colonel.
Sir Raymond has just asked me to have Professor Goodman placed in protective custody.
You see, Drummond, I too share your feeling that the dear professor is in danger.
But you can't arrest an innocent man.
Drummond, you're a young fool. The manufacture of diamonds is as dangerous to the Empire as counterfeiting.
Message for you, sir.
Huh? Situation's taken a new turn, gentlemen. The Home Secretary instructs me to give police cooperation to Goodman and to the American scientist, Dr. Botulian.
Botulian, did you say?
It appears that these gentlemen are about to attempt the manufacture of a diamond that will outshine the crown jewels of the Empire.
Well, that's that. I must be on my way. I have an appointment.
With Professor Goodman?
Curiosity, my young friend, is reputed to have killed a cat.
Drummond, will you please go away? Go back and get married, or whatever it was. Stop minding other people's business. And stop annoying Sir Raymond Blantyre. He's one of the most important men of the country.
And a murderer.
What? Why do you know that?
I don't know it, Colonel. I only suspect it.
You do? Get out. Get out!
Colonel.
Huh? Your tie is crooked. Hey! Hello. Hello. Division 5, Dennis. Put 2 of your best men on the house at 24th and Laban's Road at 9 o'clock tonight. What? Right.
Professor Goodman are rivals in a process for making artificial diamonds.
We've experimented along similar lines, if that's what you mean.
And you failed where Goodman has succeeded.
At the present, it appears so. Your syndicate is interested in the Goodman process?
Very interested.
Well, then why don't you talk to him?
We have. We made him a very handsome offer. But Professor Goodman seems to think more of the glory of his discovery.
Well, if he says he won't sell, he won't sell. He's a very stubborn old man.
I understand you have an appointment with him.
Yes. I'm letting him use some of my equipment. Taking it to him tonight at 9.
We can make it worth your while not to keep that appointment.
No. For what reason?
Goodman's formula must be destroyed.
I see. You want the formula destroyed.
Don't you, Dr. Batulian?
I've no objection.
Well, we can help you, Doctor.
Yes? Pack this.
We'll pay you £5,000 to let us keep your appointment with Goodman this evening.
£5,000? But what if I discover the process myself later?
Financial arrangements will be made with you so that your discovery will never become known.
It seems I have no choice, gentlemen. What do you propose? Before we make a bargain, we must understand each other completely.
Goodman and his laboratory will be totally destroyed by an explosion.
What do you expect me to do?
Nothing, except remain in your rooms so that you'll have an alibi in the event of an investigation.
I see. And you two gentlemen will keep my appointment with Professor Goodman.
Exactly.
I will arrive at 9 o'clock, disguised as you. He'll never suspect.
Very well. I'll remain here. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day.
Get the equipment out of this box.
Aren't you going to keep your appointment with Professor Goodman?
Yes, we'll be there, but we'll be there before 9 o'clock. And when Professor Goodman's laboratory is destroyed, they'll find the body of Mr. Roberts. We'll have Professor Goodman at some out-of-the-way place in the country.
Oh, I see. Then you're not satisfied with Blantyre's £5,000.
I think Blantyre will be glad to pay us £50,000.
Oh, Dr. Batulian, how good of you to have come.
I'm afraid I'm a little ahead of time.
Well, better early than late, eh?
My equipment.
Oh, come in, then. Now, round to the right. You can go, Mrs. Weavens. I shan't require you any more tonight.
Thank you, sir.
24. This is the house.
Here, who are you? I'll ask you the same thing, my man.
We're keeping an eye on this house tonight. That's who we are. Now answer the question.
I'm the lady what does for Professor Goodman, and these persons just left a parcel. But at present, if you've no objection, I'm in search of refreshment. Here, what do you want?
I have an appointment with Professor Goodman.
What's the name?
I am Dr. Batulian.
That's right. You can go in.
Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Roberts.
I regret to inform you, sir. Professor Goodman does not answer his doorbell.
But I would try myself, huh?
I advise against it.
Why?
There are 2 constables lurking in this shrubbery, sir.
Well, there must be a real one. Don't, Tenny, get me a...
Will this be of any use, sir?
Oh, no, Tenny.
What about this, sir?
An excellent idea.
I rather like it, sir.
Now, you wait here, and if the constables start after me, give me a double toot in the horn, right?
Right. 2 toots, sir?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Captain Drummond, we have special instructions to look for you, sir.
Very flattering.
You better come along with us, sir.
I'm rather afraid it should have been Toot-Toot, son.
Oh, dear. What are we going to do now?
There's a van just stopped outside Professor Goodman's house.
Something must be wrong. I'm going in. After all, it's my own father-in-law.
I'll go along with you.
No. You lie doggo. If they try to follow me, stop them.
Stop them, sir? How?
Yeah. Well, how? You know, just stop them.
Oh, yes.
Stop them. I say, do you know if you... Oh!
Stop them. He's a...
Stop! Stop! Stop!
There's a car following us. It's coming alongside. Get off the road!
Taxi. Taxi! Voiture!
Hugh! Kenny! Oh.
Don't say a word, Drummond. I've been looking for a long time for an excuse to lock you up. Now you furnished it. You were trying to batter your way into that house.
Colonel,
Housebreaking is housebreaking.
I told you I was only trying to prevent a murder.
You always break the law with the best intentions, don't you? Well, this time you've gone too far. Take him away.
All right, Colonel. But after you lock me up, will you search Professor Goodman's house?
I will not. There's nothing wrong with Professor Goodman. There's nothing wrong with his house. Hello. What was it? What happened?
I got off for a pretty good idea.
Will you be quiet? Hello.
There's been an explosion, sir.
Where?
There's been an explosion, sir.
Oh, I know that. Where?
24th and Laban's Road, sir.
Come on.
What shall we do with the prisoner, sir?
Bring him along.
I tell you, it wasn't the explosion. Somebody hit me.
Easy now. They often get this way in mild concussion cases. They remember a lot of things. A lot of things that aren't so.
The only one so far, sir. Identified Professor Goodman, sir. His son-in-law identified the watch and shoes.
Well, Drummond, I owe you... Drummond!
Beg pardon, sir. He seems to be gone.
With all of you standing here, go and get him!
No one's allowed in here, sir.
But Professor Goodman's a friend of mine.
Sorry, sir. But with the laboratory and the whole rear of the house blown to bits, can't let anyone in. I told you fellas to stay back.
I want to get a picture.
Back here now and stay.
Yeah, where are you going?
I don't know. I don't know.
You'd better come across the inspector.
Well, I'm Dr. Batulian. I'm looking for Professor Goodman's house. I have an appointment with him.
Appointment, eh? What time?
At 9 o'clock. He sent an express van for me and my equipment.
9 o'clock, and you arrive here now.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, the men drove me for miles through the side streets and...
There he is! The blackguard, there he is!
What do you mean?
Why, he was the man that called on Professor Goodman early this evening.
Impossible. I haven't seen Professor Goodman in years. Oh, I did speak to him on the telephone.
And you didn't call at his house tonight?
Oh, as heaven is my witness.
Pray, this is a matter for a magistrate to decide. Sergeant!
Why, you can't do this to me.
Oh, I can't, eh?
You can, but you shouldn't, Inspector.
Don't call me Inspector. What's this all about, anyway?
He sneaked through the lines and was popping about in the house, sir.
I confess. But I had to have a look around before your men trampled everything into the dust. And I found something that makes it clear you can't arrest the doctor.
Some bits of hair.
Obviously a part of a false beard or wig.
In the name of my sainted aunt. Someone came here disguised as Dr. Petulian.
With a packing case full of TNT.
Now, if you've quite finished with me, Inspector...
Don't call me Inspector!
Sorry. May I be on my way?
With pleasure.
You're not eating your kippers, sir. They're quite nice.
Tenny, can't you remember anything about the van you tried to follow?
Not exactly, sir. I'm sure I should know it if I saw it again. Isn't Mr. Longworth breakfasting this morning, sir?
Yeah, he was up and away hours ago. He's out at the airport hoping to meet Mrs. Longworth.
But there's no airliner schedule, sir.
I know, I told him that.
Good morning.
Good morning, Denny.
They did charter a plane.
Hugh. Hugh. What really happened?
Well, Gwen, there was an explosion, and, well, nobody seems to know exactly what happened.
Did he suffer much?
Oh, it must have been all over in the fraction of a second. But the identification was very difficult, Gwen, and...
You mean the police aren't sure it was Daddy?
Well, they seem to be sure, but...
But you're not.
Well, now, Gwen, really,
You think my father may be alive? Come, dear, we'll take you to the hotel. Oh, I just know Daddy's alive. You'll find him. Algy will help. We'll all help.
Tenny, we've got to do something. Can you remember anything about the third man who came out of the house after Mr. Longworth was hit on the head?
It was very, very dark, sir. But I believe he had a beard, sir. I'll see who it is.
I must see Captain Drummond at once. It's very important. I'm Dr. Petulian.
Won't you sit down, Doctor?
The late Professor Goodman seems to have had a premonition of what was to happen to him.
Yes?
A week ago, he sent me a letter requesting that in the event of his death, I was to carry on his diamond experiments.
I see. But how does this affect me?
Goodman gave his precious notes to you for safekeeping.
Oh, on the contrary, Doctor. I asked him to do so, but he refused.
I know you have those notes, Captain Drummond. Read this.
Dear Drummond, in the event of anything happening to me, will you please turn over my notes to my old friend and colleague, Dr. Max Petulian, Bernard Goodman.
You'll give me the notes at once, please?
Yes, they're in my safe deposit box.
I could go there with you.
Yes, of course, but I should like to have this handwriting checked just to make sure it is Professor Goodman's.
As you wish, but there's so little time left before the meeting of the Royal Society.
Yes, but perhaps you could come back, say, 4 o'clock this afternoon?
4 o'clock. I'll be here.
Thank you. Tenny?
Yes, sir.
Give me some writing paper, will you?
Yes, sir. Putting plain paper in the envelope, sir? Isn't that rather risky?
There's no time for anything else.
How many guests are you expecting, sir?
Only 2.
Tea or whiskey and soda, sir?
No, neither, Tenny. You better stay within call with a revolver.
Very good, sir.
Come in, Inspector.
Don't call me Inspector! Well, what'd you call me down here for?
There's that letter I phoned you about.
I suppose you'll say it's a forgery.
Not at all. Gwen Longworth says her father's handwriting.
Then go ahead. Give Dr. Petulian the notes.
I can't. You see, Professor Goodman didn't leave them to me.
What? If Goodman didn't leave them, why should he? What?
Exactly.
I'll wait.
I thought you would.
But only for a few minutes. Perfectly obvious Petulian isn't coming here.
Just wait.
I can't wait. I might have known it'd be like this. Drummond, why don't you go back to Switzerland?
And the man who called on me this morning couldn't have been the real Petulian.
What are you talking about?
It must have been the man who was impersonating him. And there is the reason why he didn't come back at 4 o'clock. Oh, Colonel, why don't you go back to Scotland Yard or wherever it was and take your police escort with you? They're enough to frighten away Petulian or his impersonator or both. And I know! My tie is crossed. Tenny! Tenny! Won't you come in, Dr. Petulian?
What's the meaning of this?
I owe you an apology, Doctor.
An apology? Why, you're right.
Please let me explain. Won't you come in and sit down? It all began, Doctor, when a man obviously impersonating you came to my flat this morning with a letter.
Letter?
Yes. Do you recognize this?
That's just what I came to see you about. This letter was stolen from my rooms last night.
And you didn't report it to the police?
Oh, absolutely not. The police would only have made matters worse by publicizing what Goodman wanted kept quiet. Now, will you please comply with Goodman's wishes and turn those notes over to me?
Yes, of course. Tenny?
Yes, sir.
Will you get Professor Goodman's notes?
Very good, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I must be off.
Good day, sir. Tenny, my hat.
And while you're following that gentleman, sir, might I snoop round a bit on my motorcycle?
You might, Tenny. And tell Mr. Longworth I'll be back shortly, or else I'll telephone him.
Very good, sir.
He's still following us.
Shall I speed up and lose him?
I wouldn't lose our friend Drummond for anything in the world. To the village garage. We'll park there.
Are you walking all the way to the house?
It's better if we make Drummond follow us on foot. Come in, Captain Drummond.
Thank you. Good evening.
Make yourself at home. The man from whom I rented this house was something of a collector.
So I see. His taste rather ran to sharp-edged things.
My own hobby runs to sherry. I can recommend this Amontillado very highly.
Thank you. I came here to see Professor Goodman.
What?
To see Professor Goodman.
I'm not a medium. I can't bring back the dead.
But Professor Goodman isn't dead, Doctor. At least the letter you gave me from him was written within the last 24 hours.
What do you mean?
The ink.
Oh, of course. The blue-black ink. It changes to black only after a few days.
And this ink was still blue.
We all make mistakes, don't we? Even Bulldog Drummond makes mistakes now and then. Look out behind you.
Oh, no, I won't fall for that one, Doctor. Or whoever you are. Now, if you don't mind, I'll thank you.
Hugh Drummond.
Professor.
Come along, boy.
There, boy. Well, at least I was right. I guessed from your letters you were still alive.
So far, yes. But I didn't expect you to be trapped here with me.
Neither did Betulian.
Gentlemen, don't you think it's about time we came to an understanding? Now, you tricked me into bringing Drummond into this. Instead of Goodman's notes, you gave me blank sheets of paper. I want those notes.
If you'll release Drummond and take me to my house, I'll give them to you.
Where are they?
In the pocket of my laboratory jacket.
Your laboratory was blown to smithereens, Professor.
Then my notes are destroyed.
Unfortunate. But what you've done once, you can do again.
But I can't get it done in time for the Royal Society meeting.
I'm not interested in the Royal Society. Your process should have been worth millions to you. Well, it'll be worth millions to me, and I mean to have it.
It'll take a very long time.
Surely not, with an able assistant like Captain Drummond.
And if we refuse?
Consequences will be unpleasant.
And that's all the help you can give us.
I know positively nothing of the others. But I want to find Roberts even more than you do. Why he should run away is a complete mystery.
Well, mystery, it's all a mystery. Goodman blown to bits. Betulian, supposed to aid him, disappears. Roberts disappears. Now Drummond disappears.
Drummond gone?
Vanished into thin air.
Have you any idea where he is?
The only clue is his abandoned car, found in the village of Market Rutherford.
Market Rutherford, eh?
Yes, you know where it is?
No, no idea. Well, I must be off.
Don't you go disappearing, too.
Never fear.
Have that man followed. He might lead us to Roberts.
Oh, I know something's happened to Hugh. He'd never stay away this long without telephoning.
Captain Hugh Rutherford.
Who?
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. Captain Hugh Drummond.
Oh, no. My name's Longworth. Algernon Longworth.
What's happened?
Well, a car, miss, registered in the name of Captain Hugh Drummond, has been left standing alongside a fire hydrant since last night.
Where?
At Market Rutherford, miss.
Market Rutherford, huh?
Well, let's go.
Yeah, Tenny!
Tenny's off on his motorcycle searching.
Here, oi! Have you seen it?
There's a truck like you described in that there garage, Mr. Tenney, filling up with petrol. It'll be out any minute now.
I hope you've spotted it. If you have, I'll give you £1.
Oh.
Most of my assistants only get a couple of shillings.
Oh, but how many of us are there?
Oh, 8 or 10, scattered about from London to the north of England.
My, what an organisation.
Yes, I rather like it.
Ah, there it is.
Still following us? He's been trailing us ever since we left the city, and it's no officer either. Well, here goes! Well, we gave him the slip, eh? Can't take it, eh?
What the?
Now, you will do as I say, gentlemen. What did you do with that box when you left St. Laban's Road?
What box?
Drive me to where you took that box, or I shall be forced to slip you the slug.
Now, listen, pal, you wouldn't.
I would, and how?
Base headquarters will be right here in this office. Now, Hugh couldn't have gone far without his car, not more than a couple of miles, right?
Right.
Right. So I have drawn this circle.
Then Hugh must be somewhere within the circle.
All we have to do is to scour that circle.
With a fine-tooth comb.
From house to house.
But that will take days and days. Oh, no, it won't. Each of us will take one district. A, B, C.
Splendid. You should have been an army officer.
I should have been Mrs. Hugh Drummond today. But I'm not.
Let me see. A.
B, C.
Right?
Right.
Right. A. I say, old man, have you seen anything of Captain Drummond?
I beg your pardon. I'm looking for Captain Drummond.
We don't want none.
It's a slow process, Drummond.
Well, the slower the better. Tenny!
You're all right, Tenny.
Am I, sir?
So you walked into the trap too, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Why?
I did it on purpose, sir.
What?
I planned to be captured, sir. Look at my legs. Oh, no, sir. I'm not out of my head. Excellently.
Ah, Tenny, you're a wonder.
I do my best to give satisfaction. May I suggest, sir, if you saw a little higher up, you'd be able to push and pull at the same time, sir.
An excellent idea, Tenny.
I rather like it, sir.
Pardon. Has a Captain Drummond been here?
Captain Drummond, did you say?
Yes.
Well, who are you, may I ask?
I'm Miss Clavering, his fiancée.
Oh, come in, Miss Clavering.
Well, that's that.
I hope Phyllis had better luck than we did.
Oh, good old Phyllis. She'll run into something. She's always lucky.
I say, where's your phone?
Yes, sir. Inside the office, sir. You old boy.
Elsie! Gwen, I've got great news for you. Your father's outside.
Oh.
My father?
Yes.
Look out, old boy. She's going to faint.
Here, don't faint now. Elsie, give me the telephone.
Here you are.
Elsie, sometimes I wonder.
Oh, Hugh, won't Phyllis be glad when she gets back?
Phyllis, when she gets back from where?
Oh, well, you see, we had to locate you. She's out ringing doorbells. She'll be back any minute.
Is she alone?
Of course she is, yes. You see, we had to divide up the territory. It was quicker that way. A, B, and C. C, that was her route.
Elsie, that's why she's not back. Huh? She's gone into Betullian's house.
Oh.
Here, lend me a gun.
I'm very sorry to have to do this, young lady, but you shouldn't have interfered. Is everything packed?
Yes, and we better get going.
As soon as we dispose of our guests upstairs, we'll be perfectly safe. I'll put these in the car.
Okay, let's go. Come on, get up out of there. No monkey shines. A dummy!
They're gone. Put up your hands, gentlemen. And no monkey shines. Now, if you'll just step this way, please. Thank you. Now, gentlemen.
I'm afraid you'll have to come on a little journey, my dear young lady.
Like it, Petulian?
Drummond. Now, this sort of thing won't do at all. Roberts, your disguise is perfect.
You foolish...
Stop this nonsense, Roberts.
I've told you this
I'm
isn't...
not Roberts. Roberts is dead.
And you killed him and left him in Goodman's laboratory to be blown to bits.
A very good guess, Drummond. But none of you will tell any tales. Now face the wall.
Have you thought of the police?
The police will continue to search for Roberts, thinking he's disguised as me. Up.
Save him for me, Drummond. Arrest this man, Sergeant. Take off his disguise.
Ah, you're making a mistake, Inspector.
Don't call me Inspector. What mistake?
You've got the wrong man.
What are you talking about?
This man is the real Petulian. You may pull his beard if you like. He knew that Roberts was about to take his place at the appointment with Professor Goodman this evening. But he got there first and pretended to be disguised as himself. You see, that was his perfect alibi.
Drummond, we'll make a detective of you yet. Book him for murder.
Good work, Nielsen. Lucky you happened in.
We didn't happen in, Sir Raymond. We were following you, as it occurs.
Me? Why, I had nothing whatever to do with this, I assure you. I'm always opposed to violence.
Of course, sir. We're very grateful to you for helping put an end to this great menace to international economics. There's also the matter, the murder of a detective in Geneva. The Swiss police will be glad to know why he was killed. And then we shall also want to know why Professor Goodman's house was blown up. Take him away.
And this was supposed to be our wedding day.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but if there's a registry office still open...
And if there isn't, you'll probably break into one. No, you won't. You'll leave on the first boat train for Switzerland, under police escort.
Darling, a shotgun wedding, huh?